How do you speak well and fluently? Everybody wants to know how to speak English fluently. Now, f- for those, now I would say that fluent doesn't mean perfect, right? It doesn't mean you have perfect grammar, word order. Fluency is more about you keep talking without freezing up. That is what it's about, right? You're having a conversation with friends or with colleagues, and you can keep talking without freezing up. That is the level of fluency that you want to work towards, because that is way more important than perfect grammar, perfect word order, or a perfect accent. The way to get there is by speaking every day. Every day. Besides that, I would keep it short. Because the shorter your sentences, the less mistakes you will be making. And I also think that makes it more comfortable for the other person to listen to you. Because if your sentences get to be really long and extensive with a lot of words and a lot of corrections, it gets messy. And I think the definition of fluency is you're able to have those conversations, but also you are able to make yourself understandable, right? So I think it's about finishing your thought without trying to make it sound perfect, without correcting yourself every single sentence. So what I said was you need to practice every day. Speak out loud, of course. And you need to keep your sentences short, because this is a very common mistake I see English learners make. All right. I thought this is a good question. I've not really seen this question before, and it's more of a statement, but I feel like I'm not progressing. I feel like I'm not progressing when I'm learning English. Like, you have been learning for half a year, and you feel like you're not getting better. Does this sound familiar? Well, the thing is that we I'm getting nervous. Um, that feeling is completely normal. Let me just say that out loud. Feeling like sometimes you're not making any progress is completely normal. It also often means that you are close to a challenge. You are close to a jump up. Washing machine is doing well. Um, you have to realize that progress in anything, if it's a language, if it's your life, if it's school, university, if it's a relationship, is never in a straight line, right? It's not like every day you speak English or every day you become better. It's a lot of like ups and downs, because sometimes, some days, it simply goes better than other days. So do not see it as a straight line, like I have to make progress every day. No, the most important thing is that every day you do, every day you speak, every day you try to work on your mistakes and improve them. That's the most important thing, because you cannot make progress every single day. Maybe you can, but it won't feel like progress every single day. So make sure that you have these goals, right? Short-term goals and long-term goals that show you are making progress, because you cannot see it every single day. I also think that if you really feel like you're stuck, You're like, Lucas, I tried this, but it's not working. Well, just think about where you were just 3 months ago. Were you really at the same point? Or did you actually improve? I feel like the answer is very often going to be wait, I actually did get better. Wait, I actually did improve. So it depends how you look at things, right? Sometimes take a moment, look back, and see how far you've come because you are doing well. I want to add one more thing to this. Change the way you measure progress. Because a lot of you measure progress by, I know how to say more words, right? Or my English is getting better. But what does that exactly mean? Oh, I would say measure your progress by the effort you put in, by the things you are actually doing. Say today was not a really good day, you felt like you didn't make any progress, but you did sit down for 15 minutes trying to improve, trying to be better. You did speak out loud, right? And you did look at your mistakes. I would say that that is progress. That progress is more important than any, wow, I spoke so perfectly today is. I hope that answers your question.